Why you answering then? Come here, let me smack it again. I heard you, you got a man, you love that. You ain't gotta tell me again. I'm just trying to link and be nasty again. Get your back on me, daddy again. Ain't about to keep playing. I'm really that. You keep bullshitting, I'm grabbing your friend, but damn, I can't keep my mind off of you. Two shots of that Casa Azul, I'm ready to fool. Remember your favorite hotel, I remember your favorite position. Let's go get a room. You in a relationship now? Come on, my baby, I know you. That ain't even you. You know I'm in tune. Let's go and get freaky. What you got to lose, my baby? You up right now, let you up right now. Is you drunk right now? No, I don't care right now. Pull your hair right now. Tryna be it right now. No, you gon' give it up. No, you gon' give it up. Don't you understand? You gon' give it up. But you know you got a man. You gon' give it up. Don't you understand? Got a guy at home. What you calling me? You know I'm thinking, baby, I don't agree. Won't even pick up, 'cause you should know better than to think that we could be together. Get right. You know I got a man and me right. No reason to complain on me tonight. And even if we can't, still won't make you mine. You wasting mine. Yeah. Right now, you drunk right now. You know I got a man. I don't care right now. Pull your hair right now. Tryna beat it right now. You know I got a man. You gon' give it up. You know I got a man. You gon' give it up. Don't you understand? You gon' give it up. But you know I got a man. You gon' give it up. Don't you understand? You want me. What's up? What's up? What's up? Straight to the point. Sports and entertainment. Hit the like button. Sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit the notifications to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. Salute to the whole entire Lions Den basketball as well as the boxing community. And salute to all of my subs that's been rocking with me day ones as well as my new subs. And also I appreciate all of the haters, both indirect and as well as direct too as well. Keep on doing your job. Keep on doing the push to try to destroy anything that I bring to the table. I definitely need your motivation as well, all right? And you are my inspiration too as well. So keep on hating. It's what I want, okay? Hey, Brown Sugar, gorgeous. I see you in the building. Hope you're doing okay. Um, Now we all know that the Tennessee, the Titans, uh, they have sent DeAndre Hopkins over to the championship team, which is the Kansas City Chiefs, um, and they picked up another force that can possibly get them a chance to doing the unthinkable, which is three-peating. What's up, Alex? Now, here's the thing about it. Everybody's talking about, the Ravens and, MVP and, you know, uh, Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry and, uh, the Ravens and what they can do and, all this other stuff or whatever. And they, Super Bowl bound and all this other stuff. But I think people have forgotten that the Kansas City Chiefs, they are the champions. Okay, they are the champions. They are the ones that are having to be dethroned. They are the ones that are defending the title. They are the ones that are still undefeated, the only undefeated team in the league. Okay, despite being shorthanded, and that says a lot about the coaching expertise of Andy Reid. But I want to put something in its proper perspective, right? I want to put something in its proper perspective. The thing about it that we're not realizing is that these
these teams, and we're talking about the Ravens and the Chiefs because, like I said earlier, everybody wants to see the Chiefs and the Ravens. They want to see them run it back. All right, everybody wants to see that. They want to see that match. Here's the thing that people don't realize: these two teams are doing the same thing that they did last season. Okay, we got to understand that the Chiefs, although well, with the exception of them being undefeated, they really haven't been playing even their best football when we talk about the Chiefs, and they were they had some injuries last season, but this season they have a whole hell of a lot more on their plate. You have a Travis Kelsey, and some people that are seeing that he's on a decline because he has yet to score a touchdown and really hasn't had the targets. Um, Patrick Mahomes, he's actually up. I think he has 8 interceptions to my knowledge, 8 or 9. You said I hate the Chiefs. The team are con artists. That's your opinion. The Chiefs, they have to be beat though. Okay. The thing about it, you might hate them, and you might not have love for them or anything. You might hate Mahomes. You might not like Kelsey. You might, or of course, everybody gonna hate on Taylor Swift or whatever. But they are the team to beat. Okay. Um, I don't think that they're con artists per se. Now, I did feel that I forgot what team that they played against. They got robbed in I forget which team it was that actually robbed that they robbed earlier in the year because of the refs or whatnot. But for the most part, they haven't made any excuses. Patrick Mahomes is not playing his best football, but he's still finding a way to get it done, and that shows a brilliance of an elite quarterback. He's not making any excuses. So listen, they've added DeAndre Hopkins, who is one of the top receivers in the league. Now they're playing chess because they know what the Ravens are doing. They know what the Ravens got. Okay, because that's what their whole focus on, and they're preparing and they're getting equipped with everything. So I really feel like the Kansas City Chiefs are playing chess while everybody else is playing checkers. Like I said, they're still undefeated in the league. Now, I do feel that they do need to lose a game. They do need to lose a game so that they can't get too cocky. You know what I'm saying? Because if they get too cocky, it'll be a situation like the New England Patriots when they did the unthinkable. They went all the way up, and when they got to the big dance or whatnot, and then they ended up losing, and there goes their whole season. But they were undefeated, or they could do what the Warriors, to a certain extent, the Golden State Warriors, what they did. They can sit up there and have a record-setting season, but then they're not able to capitalize. You said who is the best QB this season? If we're going by the numbers, if we're going by the numbers, um, in my opinion, um, you can put Lamar Jackson up there. You gotta like what Sam Donald's doing, and you can also put Jerry Goff. I don't think Jerry Goff is getting enough love over there with the Lions. Jerry Goff he's really been playing with the Lions, even though that the Lions they have a supremely gifted defense, but what they did to Dallas was was crazy. What they did to Dallas was crazy. But um, right now, if we're going overall like QB or whatever, and just finding ways to get it done, you still got to go with Patrick Mahomes. You said Daniels from the Commander. Yeah, I like Jaden Daniels. I do. I've always I said that the Commanders they've made such a huge turnaround, especially with Quinn. Yeah, I realize, man. A lot of people were talking about Quinn and talking about how he couldn't do this and he couldn't do that, but he went to Washington and he was able to turn things around. Yeah, you said F the Chiefs. Well, and I know that you feel that way, but they winning. You know what I'm saying? Um, Listen, man, I don't have anything against Mahomes, man. I do criticize him, but you got to give Mahomes his credit. You know what I'm saying? And you listen, the refs, do they play a part in a lot of things? Yes, yeah, they do. The officiating, they do. But you can't fake a lot of the stuff that's going on in football. You know what I'm saying? So until somebody knocks them and dethrones them, hey, you could say F the Chiefs or I don't like the Chiefs or they're con artists and all this other stuff. But uh, Josh Allen has yet to beat Mahomes. Lamar Jackson has yet to beat Mahomes. You understand what I mean? Uh, Brock Purdy has yet to beat Mahomes. You know, so um, he said keep it clean. Well, nah, not I always express this, Stephen, man. Children shouldn't be watching this. You know what I'm saying? So, because I talk about things that you're not gonna necessarily want to hear. But to get back on the subject though, um, DeAndre Hopkins just made the Chiefs much better. Okay, like I said, I thought the addition with Kareem Hunt uh, was a good move too. After they lost Isaiah at running back, you know what I'm saying. So uh, you said the kids at school, but you know they're gonna until somebody knocks them off, they're gonna continue doing what they're doing. And on top of that, look, the reason why I got Pat Mahomes up there too is what's it called has not been playing good. Um, Travis Kelsey, he hasn't been playing good. Like he has yet to score a touchdown, and really doesn't have any that much yardage. He's only got 240 something yards. He got 245 yards for the season. Yeah, last season, I mean, he was well above that. You know what I'm saying? Him getting the record and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So Travis Kelsey is having a down year. He is getting older, like we talked about in the last stream and everything. So look, man, the Chiefs are still the team to beat, whether you like them or not. I agree. Hopkins gives them the Chiefs a super threat. You said Kareem Hunt carried the Chiefs last game. Yeah, but you see, but the thing about it is they're still finding ways to win. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Blackfish. I'm gonna tell you like this, right? I'm gonna tell you this. I've always been critical of Pat Mahomes, and what do I say? He plays like trash during the regular season. Like I said, he's amongst the leaders in interceptions. I think he has 8 or something like that, 7 or 8, something like that. But people want to criticize Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's not even up on that list. I think he had like 5 until he threw 2, and then that equals 7 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But he still wasn't as high as some of the other guys that was on that list or whatever. But Pat Mahomes actually is on that list. You know what I'm saying? He plays terrible during the regular season, but always come towards the playoffs, he heats up. That's what Russell Wilson used to do. Russell Wilson. Now I don't think he threw as many interceptions, but he wouldn't play. He wouldn't play like you wanted Russell Wilson to play, but he would always heat up at the right time. I'm talking about prime Russell Wilson. What's up with it, K Dizzle? You said the Chiefs are still the champs until knocked out. They do play watered down AFC West though. Um, well, listen, I understand what you're saying, K Dizzle, and they do have a watered down division. But if you really want to look at it, if that's the case, you should look at something like like us, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, with the exception of the Atlanta Falcons or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like we're watered down this year because the Saints are trash, and so is the Carolina Panthers. They're trash too. Only person that we really got to deal with is Atlanta. But see, this is the thing. Even though your division is trash, you still got to play other teams. And everybody's looking. Listen, everybody already got projected. Either the Bills, the Texans got a chance, possibly the Steelers or the Ravens. Like I think the Steelers got, and I know this is gonna sound crazy. I think the Steelers got a chance to be in the AFC Championship against the Chiefs. I really do. I really feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not being a prisoner of the moment, but I really feel like the Steelers have a big chance because of their defense, and they play kind of an ugly style of football. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be a good matchup right there. If you could make the game just as ugly as the Chiefs can, then the Chiefs are going to have problems. Listen, that's all that the Ravens needed to do. It was made is stick to the format, but they didn't do that last season. They didn't do that last season. What did they want? What did they do? The offensive coordinator had a different game plan and tried to do something that they weren't accustomed to doing, which is throwing the football and everything. When they should have just kept on running it like when the iron was hot. So they got to stick to the format. That's the thing. But the Chiefs are still the team to beat, whether people like it or not. Everybody don't like the Chiefs or whatever. If they three-peat, hey, Mahomes is going to be in the conversation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit up here and hate on Mahomes. Mahomes is a bad dude, man. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, his record speaks for himself against a guy like Lamar Jackson. I like them both. But as far as a career, as far as who's doing better, as far as who's having more impact, it's been Patrick Mahomes, without a doubt. And until Lamar Jackson is able to do the unthinkable and be like, you said I could drink a fifth of that about the Steelers. People fail to acknowledge that one of the best head coaches in the league. Yeah, 17 seasons, um, and had yet to have a losing season. Yeah, that's great. But a lot of people did question him coming into the game. I wanted to see if Russell Wilson, that change from Justin Fields, was going to be a good coaching adjustment or whatever. But he proved me wrong. Now, Coach Mike Tomlin, if he would have lost, then I would have came on here and I would have cooked him, K Dizzle. And I also would have said that, hey, it's time for Mike Tomlin to get up in the front office. I said that it was time for him to get up in the front office, but what he showed me a lot is he was winning. And I know Cypress don't like him because this is his squad and everything, but he was able to win with uh, with with the backup quarterback. They won a playoff game. That's what people not understanding. They won with a backup quarterback, Mason Rudolph. So I mean, this is what we got to understand, man. The Steelers are still, they like, you got to take their defense into account too. Russell Wilson, he still got a lot of um, rust on him to get off. You know what I'm saying? He's still not in the shape that he needs to be in, but he can't get injured again, man. I know he can't get injured again. If he gets injured again, Mike Tomlin just needs to go ahead and make Justin Fields the starter. I wouldn't have had either. Listen, you could have either one as a starter at this point because both of them been holding. They've been holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Both of them been really holding it down. I mean, Russell Wilson, he held his own. Now it looked in the beginning, it looked like Russell Wilson was not going to pan out his first game, but that didn't happen. That did not take place. But yeah, man, salute to DeAndre Hopkins, man, getting on a contender. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna talk about this next subject right here. Now we know that the Lakers are gonna be a hot topic. They're gonna continue to be a hot topic this whole entire NBA season. They've always been a hot topic because they are a storied franchise, and they are a hot topic because of the circus that's been going on so far, right? But like I said in the beginning, and I'm glad AD is really making my point. He's really coming out and he's showing what straight to the point had told him what he needed to do, right? AD is at his absolute peak right now, okay? Now, how long is this peak going to last? I don't know, okay? That remains to be seen. But AD is at his absolute peak right now. I know it's just the first game. I'm not being a prisoner of the moment, and the reason why I'm not being a prisoner of the moment is because we knew that AD can do this. We knew that a healthy AD could destroy anybody on the surface. I'm talking about both on offense as well as defense, which leads me up to the next thing, right? If JJ Redick is really serious about this coaching thing and really serious about turning this thing around, JJ Redick will go make sure that the offense goes through AD. He will make sure that offense goes through AD. Okay, he will keep feeding AD the ball. He will not let LeBron try to persuade him in any form or fashion in order for them to win. And this is another thing too. What's up with it, Chad? Why y'all Lakers fans? Man, I'm seeing all over the internet, and this ain't no shade to anybody, all right? But why y'all supposed to be happy? I thought Lakers fans would have been happy. I thought y'all would have been happy. But y'all gotta find some reason. Nah, man, y'all supposed to be happy. Listen, man, like winning cures everything. You know what I'm saying? Now I ain't saying they making the play. They made the playoffs and no shit like that. But had y'all lost, it would have been a double whammy. You would have cooked JJ Redick. You would have cooked LeBron. You would have cooked Bronny. You would have cooked the Lakers. You probably would have cooked AD too. If AD would have sat up there and got hurt in the first game, y'all would have been cooking them. But okay, yeah, we knew that the circus was gonna come. We knew that Bronny and Brown was going to get out there, you know what I'm saying, and father, son, King Griffey Jr., all that other stuff, and Senior. We all knew that was going to happen. But they did everything despite LeBron not playing. I thought that that's what y'all wanted. That's what y'all wanted, right? Y'all didn't want LeBron on the floor, right? He didn't do that much. He didn't have as biggest impact as AD on the floor. He didn't have as big as impact as Rui Hachimura. He didn't have as big as impact as AR-15. So what are we upset about? Why are we upset? If anything, y'all should be happy. I'm happy that AD is coming out like this and he's coming out ferocious. That's what you should want. That's what you should want. But no, y'all want to find some way. Y'all can't be happy. Y'all don't know whether or not y'all want to win a goddamn championship. I'm talking about Lakers fans. I'm talking about true Laker fans. All right. He wants an MVP and a Defensive Player of the Year, and he can get it if he stays healthy. If he stays healthy, if he stays healthy, and he plays the way that he's playing, he putting up like if he one of the top 5 to 10 scorers in the league, putting up like 15, 16 rebounds, 12, 13 rebounds a game, giving you one of the top leaders in blocks or whatever, he could definitely do it. He could definitely do it. And the thing about AD is that he's getting it inside and he's getting it out. The offense needs to go through, and this is what I was going to say about JJ Redick. If JJ Redick is smart, he'll run the offense through. Hell, I'm gonna say this. Let me stop right quick. I know I'm all over the place, but I had to say this while it's still fresh on my mind. I thought about when Rui was up there. I thought about saying, okay, why don't we try Dalton Connect as a starter? That's what I thought about. You know what I'm saying? I actually thought about like, why don't you put Dalton Connect as a starter? You know what I'm saying? Because Dalton Connect had such a good preseason or whatever. But I saw the way Rui was being very aggressive. Having Rui playing like that alongside with AD, which AD was talking about the front court help, that's a great thing. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me on this and stuff. And like I said, man, I don't like JJ Redick, like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially after some of the stuff that, he has said. I know it's all alleged, but, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, I don't like the way he disrespected Doc Rivers either. But I got to be real, man. I got to be real. Uh, these guys, for some reason, and look, I don't like what happened to Darvin Ham either. These guys are playing intensified. There's a lot of intensity going on in crypto arena. You know what I'm saying? You don't have. I listen. He ain't no Pat Riley. He's not no Phil Jackson. He's not none of that. Okay, let's get that out of the way. All right, he's still got a lot of learning to do. He got to go through the tough times too as well through Lakerland. Yeah, they gonna love you when you up. I guarantee you, if they might go on a losing streak. You never know. You know what I'm saying? Then they'll be all in the headlines. Hey, we ready to get rid of JJ Redick and all this other stuff. He gonna have to go through some of that stuff. He gonna have to go through what Darvin Ham went through. He gonna have to go through what Frank Vogel went through, especially Luke Walton too. But yeah, I believe that AD does want. I believe AD he wants another championship. You know what I'm saying? And I think he got tunnel vision, and he needs to continue to play like that. But AD is at his absolute peak. I think AD is at his absolute peak right now. He's at his absolute peak, and he is himself. It's never been a question of if he had the talent, if he had the skill, if he had the know-how, or none of that. His big thing has been healthy and him showing up um, when he needed to show up. Just like a lot of players, AD ain't the only one. That's been the case with Zion Williamson. That's been the case with Well, not Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. But we all see how that's happening. We all see what's transpiring with Kawhi Leonard. A lot of people, you got a lot of people saying that he should retire and everything. But yeah, man, uh, AD is at his absolute peak, and does he have another level that he could go to? Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe so. He probably has another level that he can go to. But right now he's at his absolute peak. JJ Redick needs to continue to um, go through AD, run the offense through AD. He doesn't need to step out and shoot a lot of threes and stuff like that. Just continue to kill and be a monster that he needs to be, because that's the really honestly, we all know that LeBron can't carry a team like that anymore. He can't. He can't carry. He can't. He can't carry a team like that anymore. He has to have another counterpart that's gonna fill that void, and that's gonna step up and do what's necessary to get them over the hump. And that guy that's able to do that is AD when he's healthy. You know, like if you got James Worthy up in there clapping and celebrating and pulling out cigars and all this other stuff, well then obviously you're doing something good, because James Worthy has not been happy like that in a long time. I haven't seen a smile on James Worthy's face in a long time. Him and Bubba Dove. Bubba Dove happy too. And you know Bubba Dove is always mad. But like, as far as the hype train, concerning Bronny and all this other stuff, listen, man, it's expected. Like, they did what they did in preseason. Him being on the floor, he already done played in the NBA game. Now it wasn't an actual NBA game, but the thing about it is they were still on the court together. So this isn't really like surprising to me. Now this is my next question: are they going to go ahead and keep Bronny? Because Charles Barkley already said that he should be in the G League. Charles Barkley already said that. Now Kenny Smith took a different position last night, and I'm quite surprised. Now Kenny Smith had said that he had watched Bronny grow up. He had watched his maturation process, and he talked about how Bronny was one of the best high school players in his class and everything. Um, and he was a McDonald's All-American and all this other stuff. Um, he also stated that he had the heart situation and stuff like that. And then he said that, okay, he was supposed to be originally a first round pick. Well, I kind of got to disagree with that. He said, his other teammate at USC. What's up with it, Dante? I see you in the building, man. He said his other teammate at USC was also supposed to be in the NBA too. Listen, the thing about it is we would not have known. It would be better to know, but a lot of people feel like, okay, let's at least give him a college season. Listen, I would have respected LeBron more if he would have did this. Okay, look, you're saying that you want to play 2 more years, right? You want to play 2 more years, and it's going to be a Lakers uniform, right? That's what you said you wanted to do. Why not go ahead and allow exactly, Chad. Why not go ahead and allow Bronny to get a year under his belt, a full complete season? Okay, let him make his mistakes. Let him get better. Let him hone his craft. Let him hone his skills or whatever. For like at least one season, he could come out as a sophomore. Okay, because to me it's really unfair to him. You talk about a guy, man, that was literally on the ground and not living for a short period of time. You said let him get good. Yeah, let him make his mistakes, man. Let him get destroyed and everything, and then at least come into the league a little bit more better prepared. That's not to say that he was gonna come out there and he was gonna be killing and doing all this other stuff, because we don't exactly know. But right now, this is what you did. You put a guy that has very little experience, with at the college ranks, playing a couple of games. Okay, didn't have no training camp, and I got to be fair with it. He didn't have no training camp. Didn't really get an off season, a true off season in, and then all of a sudden you expect Bronny to just go out there automatically just be killing like that. Nah, because to me, he's not at the talent level. He's not at the talent level of a Terrence Shannon Jr. He's not at the talent level of some of these other guards that were coming out, like Castle. A lot of these guys, man. He just wasn't up there. Their team wasn't even that good as far as USC. Their team was not good. They didn't make the tournament, but you got guys that made the tournament. You got a guy in DJ Burns Castle for UConn. You got listen. You got Castle that I'm not Castle. DJ Burns. You got DJ Burns that made the tournament at NC State. He was on the summer league roster, but then ended up getting cut. But he made the tournament. There's a lot of guys like Newman. Newman should have been in the first round. Tristan Newman. One of my best friends. He's a friend of his family. Tristan Newman, coming straight out of Texas. Boogie Ellis, yeah, yeah, man. But you gotta give him you gotta give him some time to develop, man. You rushing the development is not good for him, because then people have all these expectations. Now you're saying, oh yeah, he's garbage, he's trash, he's doing this. And listen, I'm not gonna defend uh Bronny like that, you know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. He's up there now. But like I said, I'm not going to place the blame all on Bronny. Now, as a man, let me take this on a whole nother level. As a man, okay, one could say Bronny should have spoke up and just said, "Hey, I'm not ready for the league. I don't want to play right now. Not just give me a year to do what I need to do or whatever." You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about as a man, because he is a man. People acting like Bronny is still in high school, like he's still a little child. No. So he can tell his dad, "Look, man, I'm not ready right now. I'm not ready for that smoke right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm clearly not at that level. And then you could his argument also would have been like, hey, man, I'm a couple months removed from damn near losing my life. You know, that's how we got to look at it. But no, it was LeBron's selfishness. It was LeBron wanted to rush things and hurry up. You know that I don't put that on Bronny. Now it can he work in. You know what I'm saying? But right now, no, he shouldn't be on no NBA level. I'm not gonna go on a Bronny trash campaign. Okay, Jeannie could stop it by drafting Bronny and tell LeBron no. Yeah, she could have did it. She could have stopped it. But you know what Jeannie said in the off season, and I had already posted it. And I already talked about it. I said Jeannie said that LeBron is still a bargain. So you see where her mindset is at. But the way that AD is playing this year, hey, AD don't have that mindset. AD is playing like he wants to win a championship. Now, Ted, you said that he's playing like he wants to win an MVP and he wants to win Defensive Player of the Year. But I think that AD's playing like he wants to win pretty much all three. He wants to win a championship. You said I hated the decision, but I had to think as a father I would do the same for my son. I disagree with you, K Dizzle. I disagree with that, man. And listen, I disagree wholeheartedly. Let me tell you why I disagree with you, man. I have a son, all right? I got a son, and I have daughters too as well, all right? Like, my son, okay? First off, I wouldn't I would even be hard pressed even to let him play again, knowing that he damn near lost his life unless it was his decision to actually play. All right, you know, I would be like, you know what, um, I'm gonna be like this, you know, and I disagree. I disagree with both of y'all because if something ends up happening to him and I'm forcing him to do it, then we're having a whole nother conversation. We're not talking about an ankle. We're not talking about a sprained ankle or a torn ACL. We are talking about the heart. Even though the heart is a muscle, it is a pump, and sometimes, believe it or not, a heart can do what it wants to. Okay, forcing your child to do like I'm gonna give you a prime example. You want your child to do something that you want to do to live out your fantasy, to live out your dreams and stuff like that. And your child might not be as talented nor have the motivation or have the mindset that you do. Because Bronny doesn't. I mean, he looks like he's doing it just to appease his father. He's not doing it because of the love. Now, Bryce, I would have to concur, and I would have to give that to Bryce because Bryce is a better player than Bronny. He's already got the NBA body. Well, getting ready to have the NBA body in comparison to Bronny. But I would have let him stay because you got to think about it, K Dizzle. He's gonna be in. He's gonna be in the NBA for 3 more years. If you count this year, he's gonna be in the NBA for 3 more years. Plus the 2 more years that he's getting ready to play. Right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give Bronny that time. K Dizzle and Brown Sugar. He did not have a off season. Okay. You know what he spent his off season doing? He spent his off season recuperating, recovering, and rehabbing. Okay. From the heart situation that took place. He did not have a training camp. Okay, he didn't get no time with the team. He didn't get no time to get evaluation in. He didn't get no time to do the necessary workouts, all of that stuff or whatever. Then on top of that, he missed a certain amount of games, and I'm talking about when he was at USC. He missed a few games. Then you throw him in when guys are already warm, right? Well, he only averaged like 4 points. Terry Shannon Jr., who clearly was way better than Bronny James, averaged like 20-something points. Zach Edey was a walking double-double. DJ Burns was in the Final Four. You know what was happening in the USC? They were getting blown out on national television. And on top of that, Bronny was being sat on the bench. And you're going to put your son in the NBA game to have him deal with all the scrutiny, all of the stuff that you done put players to, you snaking people, you doing this to people, you doing that to people. Then you put him up, in a piranha tank. You know what I'm saying? For something that you did, that's unfair, man. Now, Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr., that's a different situation because Ken Griffey Jr. was head over heels more talented than his father. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, it has to be Bronny's dream too. Or he would have picked. Not necessarily, man. Not necessarily. Because to be honest with you, he wasn't like coming out of high school. He was a McDonald's All-American and everything, but I'm gonna be real with you, K Dizzle, and this might hurt a lot of people's feelings. Man, he wasn't even better than Juju Watkins in high school. Cause you know who had the records at Sierra? It was Juju Watkins. You know who was killing at Sierra? It was Juju Watkins. You know who they was talking about? Who was on the cover, everything like that, man? It was Juju Watkins. You know what I'm saying, K Dizzle? But I'm not gonna do that. Let him develop. I'm not, and Brown Sugar knows this, and Ted knows this. What did I say, y'all? I said I push for Bronny. I want him to be in there. I think that Bronny can make it, but I just said he needs more time. But we know how LeBron is being selfish. And, oh man, I got to get him in there. Man, what's the rush? You could have let him play for 2 years and did this your last season. Give him 2 years if he ain't ready again. You know what I'm saying? Give him another year. That way he'd come out as a junior, might gain some size, shot be coming out wet. Averaging like 15, 16 points, damn near a dub, putting up 8 assists, shooting 40%. You know what he is, K Dizzle? He was a negative 48 coming into this game. I think last night he was a negative 19, which means 0 impact on the game. Okay, but it is what it is. We are where we are. Myself personally, you have and this is another thing. This is another thing that a lot of people that are upset about, and I can understand where Ticket is coming from. When he talks about shout out to Ticket, he was talking about giving up a roster spot. You have guys that literally, K Dizzle, Brown Sugar, Ted, everybody up in here, that literally put everything they do, they sacrifice so much to go to these tryouts, to go to these camps. They save up their money. They work, in some of these jobs that they don't want to work. I knew a dude that was working at fast food or whatever, and he came to a camp that I was at just to try to play overseas and stuff. Now he looked like he shouldn't be in no goddamn fast food. I mean, when you 6'7", and you know what I'm saying, you tall as fuck or whatever, yeah, you gonna look at that guy, okay, yeah, you need to be on the court. But you have guys that are literally doing everything that they can to try to get on the court. Bronny don't need to worry about none of that. His father is a billionaire and they got generational wealth. If Bronny said, look, I do not want to play today, he could go back and just play video games and kick his feet up and be chilling in there with his mom and, with Bryce and, his sister and everything. Go anywhere he wants to. Listen, I'm going to say this, Ted. As much as I push for Bronny and as much as I want to see the guy succeed, I don't want him, I don't want nothing. Listen, when LeBron retires, unless Bronny is coming out the very next season, and I'm talking about actually murdering people, no pun intended, not like that, but actually murdering the competition. I'm talking about, hey, Ted and K Dizzle, nigga, hey, and K Dizzle, you in Memphis. I'm talking about you coming in off of John Morant type shit. Nigga, I'm talking about you in the open floor, nigga, on a break. And you coming in and you let motherfuckers know, like when Kobe did his second year after shooting them goddamn air balls. Like, nigga, this is a different season. Unless you doing some impact shit like that, nigga, they not gonna look at you. Nigga, unless you coming in, pulling up, your jumper is fucking wet. I'm talking about where you shooting Klay Thompson type shit. Where you not missing, like Oliveri, and you got impact and you got a plus 19, 20, nigga, they not gonna look at you. It is a business. They gotta have a good product. Do you know how many minutes he played? He only played 3 minutes. That goes to show you, listen, and this is where the PR gets involved. They're gonna get in the ear and they're gonna be like, look, we're not gonna put that product on the floor. We're just not. We're just not. The best thing that Bronny can do right now is use all of this shit to his advantage. Nigga, if you can use all this shit to your advantage, K Dizzle. This is what I'm saying. You right on that, Chad. They say, listen, you grew up during that time, K Dizzle, when Kobe shot those air balls. I grew up during that time. You know what they were saying about Kobe? They were like, they criticized Dale Harris. They were like, Kobe is trash. Why did he come from high school? They started doing all these segments about guys coming from high school that won't succeed and all this other stuff. They were saying a lot of shit about Kobe. Now we didn't have social media back then, but boy, let me tell you, they criticized the shit out of Kobe. Let me tell you. What did Kobe do? He stayed in the gym. He lived in that gym. He didn't go to no parties, which Bronny doesn't need to go to no parties or anything like that. Yeah, he 18 and all that other stuff, but he ain't even old enough to drink yet. Okay. He was a straight up workhorse while everybody else was out there partying, drinking, stuff like that. Kobe was in the gym. Like, you could use all this shit to your advantage. Everybody saying you trash, whole LDBC is cooking your ass and everything like that. Be like, oh, straight to the point said that? Okay, yeah, this guy said that. Okay, yeah, use that as motivation. You need to be in the motherfucking gym. You're not getting the playing time. Guess what? Right after that, 1,000 jumpers, nigga. The best thing that you can do when they put you in, nigga, go ahead and be a catch and shoot, and know your role. That's it. That's it. But it's not going to benefit you in there. You playing 3 minutes and you having no impact on the game or anything like that. That's not going to do anything. You know what I'm saying? You putting up 17 points in a 58 point blowout. That's not doing anything. No. What we need to see is, okay, the game is tight in the preseason game, and you come in and y'all are toggling between the league, and the reason why uh, the lead is being somewhat sustained is because of your impact, whether it's defensively, or you could just be a solid defender right now. Use that to your advantage. Everybody that's listen, your defense got to be sweltering motherfuckers. Like I like the fact, okay, AD. I mean not AD. What's his name? Ant-Man was backing you down and everything, and going right at you. Okay, you showed heart right there. But that's what it's gonna be. Everybody is gonna go at you. Catch and shoot and let the game come to you. Exactly. That's the best thing that you could do right now. And you got to go out there. You got to prove it wrong. Everybody does not feel like you should be up there. Everybody feels like you are entitled. Everybody feels like you were, of course, you were grandfathered in. You know what I'm saying? Nepotism, all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody feel that way. But now at this point, you gotta use that as motivation now. But like I said, it's I still stand on it. It's unfair to him, and I'm not saying it because poor baby, no shit like that. No, I'm saying it because of the selfishness of LeBron. Yeah, exactly. He doesn't have any impact. I mean, you got a negative. Listen, if they're criticizing, hey, K Dizzle, if they're criticizing Devin Booker, Bradley Beal, and KD, and the negative numbers that they were putting up with the Phoenix Suns against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the playoffs, you think that they're not going to criticize Bronny? We're going to call it out. You were a negative 48. Coming into the game in terms of the preseason. So you're gonna get called out. That's what we here for. That's what the LDBC is here for. We gonna call out the shit that the media ain't. You know what I'm saying? We gonna bring to the media what they ain't really telling you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we here for. Like, don't get me wrong. I want the young man to succeed. But I'm not gonna be all this, kumbaya shit. Oh yeah, give them this or anything like that. Nah, nobody's gonna give you anything. You know why? Because Brown Sugar, she's a hard worker. I had to work. She had to work for everything that she had. You know what I'm saying? She's an entrepreneur. She had to build her business from the ground up. You know what I'm saying? K Dizzle. I'm pretty sure you had to, lay the solid foundation. You had to do the groundwork yourself. Nothing was handed to you. Like Nino Brown said on on New Jack City. Ain't no doozies in Harlem. What did he say? He said, I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth, Miss Hawkins. Yeah, you gotta earn it. You gotta earn it just like everybody else. So that's the only thing that I was saying. I I'm disagreeing with y'all in the sense that okay, I would have just let my son just go out there knowing damn well he ain't talented. When my son was playing basketball, I told the coach, go ahead and get him up out of there if he can't follow no direction. And what did the coach do? He yelled my son's name. He said, "Man, get out of there." You know what I'm saying? And subbed him out. And my son was mad. But you think I'm gonna go over there and be like, oh no, that's what he needs. He needs to know that. Listen, at a job, if you're not holding up to, listen, this is a job, and like K Dizzle said, this is a business, okay? And like Brown Sugar knows, she knows business. If you're not handling business, okay, guess what a business is gonna do? If you if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing at your position, whether it's a entry level position, whether regular employee, whether you a shift leader, supervisor, manager, general manager, you know what I'm saying? Even a corporate exec, you know what I'm saying? You will be fired, and they will get rid of your ass, and they will find somebody else that does the job better. Aside from AI, which is what they're doing to everybody else now, they're gonna find robots. They're gonna find everybody else that can do it faster, much better than you. But for the most part, you will be expendable at all times. The NBA, you are expendable. If you're not LeBron, if you're not, if you weren't Michael Jordan, if you weren't one of the high paid players who bringing in the revenue, if you're not a John Moran, if you're not Anthony Edwards, if you're not AD, if you're not some of these other players, hell, you are expendable. So that's what I'm saying. If you're not, this is a job, this is a business. You know what I'm saying? And guys are trying to work so that they can make their money, you know what I'm saying, to feed their family. You don't think Oliveri is upset and heated, Quentin Oliveri, that he probably got a family to feed. He probably got to put his mom in the house. Shit, y'all got about 16 houses. Savannah don't have to worry about shit. If she wants to go overseas and get Dior, guess what? She could catch a private jet and go to that motherfucker. If she want to get her nails done in Boca Raton, if she want to go shopping in New York, guess what? She could do that. He probably got to get his mom, medicines and stuff because she's probably sick or something like that. Or, his mom is probably not in a good living situation. Or his family is not in a good living situation. Bronny don't got to worry about none of that shit. He get to go home and play video games. His big stress is, will I win the tournament or not? Oh yeah. Hey, nah. It's all right, K Dizzle, man. I understand, man. Nah, go ahead. Yeah, man. Go ahead and right. I understand, man. Nah. Shout out to K Dizzle, man. I know. Me and K Dizzle. I like K Dizzle, man. We be having some verbal jujitsu, but nah, K Dizzle, my guy, man. Hey, K Dizzle, he gonna keep you on. But nah, man, you keep on grinding, man. If you can't, I understand you got a meeting and everything, but y'all keep on grinding, man. I don't want to never take anybody. You still gotta pay the bills, feed the fam, So I know how it is, but like I said, man, it's like he's entitled. And that's why a lot of people are really getting on him. Like I said, man, and I'm gonna close on this. I'll probably get to the other topic later because I do gotta go. But I'm gonna say this though right here, real quick. Um, Bronny, what he has to do now is he's gonna have to take that motivation, man. Well, get motivated from what people are saying right now. You know, you have people that are gonna put, they're gonna put on the poker face, in the media and stuff like that. But deep down inside, they all know that Bronny shouldn't be up there on a Lakers bench, or even for that matter in a Lakers uniform. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna close on that. Make sure y'all hit the like, sub to the channel if you're not a member. Also hit them notifications too. Shouts out to the whole entire Lions Den, basketball as well as boxing community. Straight to the point. I'll holler at y'all later.